Hi everyone, glad you could join me again today for more makeup mayhem. Today I tried out my new Clinique Nude Pop Blush and I love it. And I wore for the first time full face, with a full size product, the Buxom Show Some Skin Weightless Foundation. Love it. And I'm going to try out with you live here the IT Cosmetics Ombre Bronzer. I don't really know how to work with this, so we're kind of going to be experimenting on our own together. I don't know. So, I love these cheek pop blushes, and I didn't used to, because there were colors I didn't like. They were very bright, they were very pink, and I just didn't like the colors. They're coming out with a large color range these days, and I've picked up several of them, and this is the nude one. It's so not orange. I mean, I thought, looking at it, it was going to be very peach, very orange. Look at the sheen on it, just as I'm moving it. I thought it was going to turn out very orange, and it sure didn't. It's just a really good natural nude color. I love it, love it. So Too Faced Natural Eyes, it's what I have on today. It's the Neutral Eyeshadow Collection. This is an oldie but goodie. Haven't worn it too much, and I wanted to kind of break it out for you. I'm trying to make my way through all of these cheap products, and the way I'm going to have to do that is, you do a different palette every time, and maybe some of the old ones, and go through it that way. I thought this nude blended really well with these colors today, though. Here's how they turned out, and I have several different colors from the palette on here. So to start, I went into Cashmere Bunny. It's a beautiful matte brown medium taupe. Went into that and did my crease in that. I'm enjoying doing my crease first these days. It seems to help with the lid color looking more clean and more fresh when I do the crease first. Did Cashmere Bunny in the crease, and I did it in the corner a little bit just to start to get definition in the corner. Then I put on my lid Nudie. It is a really light beige matte taupe. It's a really creamy, I would call it a creamy beige. It's really pretty. Put that on my lid. And then in the corner, I did Sexpresso. It is an espresso brown, matte, really pretty, very pigmented. And then I kind of carried it up into the very tip of the very inside of my crease. Just whatever was already on the brush, I carried it up into the crease a little bit. I kind of like to do that sometimes with my darker colors. I will carry them from the corner up into the crease, just the lower or the very creasiest part of the crease. And mostly just whatever I have on the brush at the time, I will do that. Kind of gives a lot of definition to your crease. Let me add a little in there. Then I highlighted in Silk Teddy, and what a pretty color. It is a shine. It's a very metallic, shiny pink champagne. Highlighted with that, and then I transitioned with a color called Push Up. It is somewhere between Cashmere Bunny and Silk Teddy, but it is a satin or a shine, a metallic. And it is it's a rose gold. That's what it is. It's beautiful. Of course, Too Faced, these are beautifully blendable, soft colors, beautiful product as usual. And then I dotted in the middle of my lid Honey Pot. It is a gold metallic, but it is not yellow gold like gold. It is a more towards a champagne gold, more of a muted gold. Blended all of it together, lined with Sexpresso on the outside and Cashmere Bunny toward the middle. And then I put some of this color called Heaven, nice vanilla matte, in my tear duct area to try to brighten a little bit. It's a good everyday neutrally eye palette. I am very allergic to pink red, purple eyeshadows. I'm kind of trying to get away from them. Kind of selling off my stash of pinks and purples. It just is not worth the agony to have your eyes. What it does to me is I'll wear pinks and purples or reds like in the Marsala palette or burgundies, and I'll take them off at night, and then the next morning I wake up and my eyes are just goopy, red, and crusty. They don't itch, they don't hurt, they're not irritated, they're just, I can't see out of my eyes, and that's not good if you're going to try to be driving somewhere. So I have to sort of lean more toward the neutrals nowadays. I have to kind of get more realistic with the pinks and purples. I will still wear my pinks and purples. How can I not wear pinks and purples? You know, they're my favorites. But I kind of have to get more realistic and sell off some of those, get rid of some of those, and try to do more with some other different colors. So I'm going to be experimenting with neutrals. I'm going to go back to some grays and try grays and taupes again and just kind of experiment with some more different colors. Okay, I wanted to update you on the telescopic mascara that I raved about in my last video. Still adore this mascara. My #1 mascara. I wanted to update you on what I found about it while I'm using it. It has a really long brush. See, a really long brush. It's very thin and it's extremely bendy. So while you're doing your mascara, you cannot just take this and jam it in here real quick to do something else or to comb through your lashes or whatever. It does not jam in quick. If you do that, it will bend, and I think eventually it's going to break right here at this joint. You have to be real careful not to bend that that brush as you're putting it in. See, it bends. Okay, so when you're putting on your telescopic carbon black wonderful L'Oreal mascara, go slow. You cannot just pop it back in there, do something, and take it back out. You have to go slow. Watch that weird little long bristly brush. Have on my buxom show some skin today. I just love it. All it looks like is your skin perfected. It is your skin but better. That is definitely how they should market this. It's just your skin but better, not super heavy coverage. It's not going to cover a bunch of acne, scars, or anything like that. But if you've got okay skin, then I think it's just a wonderful product for you. Okay, let's experiment. I'm a little bit scared with this IT Cosmetics Bronzer. Ombre Bronzer. It's beautiful. Look at that. Look at how it fades. It's huge product. Huge product. And of course it came with the most fantastic brush in the world. Look at that. IT Cosmetics brushes are just about the softest, most wonderful brushes. I was putting on my lid color today with an IT Cosmetics brush. I have a lot of IT Cosmetics brushes. And I was just like, oh my God, this is just like a cloud. It's like chinchilla fur that you're putting your eyeshadow on with. It is like a cloud of softness. I love its brushes, and this one is just amazing. Look at that. So what you're supposed to be able to do with this, and I don't wear bronzers, but I figured I could use this as a contour, as sort of a brightening. I didn't have on any kind, I don't have any kind of highlight on my cheeks right now because I thought I'd give this a try. What's hard about this is getting in the part you want to get in because it's ombre like this. So let's see what we can do with this. Okay, so if we're just trying to get a little bit of the bronzer, let's go up here in the bronzer and sort of pretend I already have bronzer on. I mean contour, and we can sort of do our contour and do up here, you know. Okay, that worked pretty good. It's a little not gray or taupe enough for me. I like a real gray contour, a real taupe contour. Let's see how the rest of it looks. Let me sort of dust this brush off. And I will pick up sort of the middle to the highlight. Sort of mixing, not too much on the highlight, sort of trying to get the middle, almost like a blush. And it's very orange. It's just very orange. Let's use it up here. They say to use it, you know, in a bronzer sort of way. And okay, I can see it up there, definitely. It's kind of orangey for me. So let's get the highlight and just try to do a highlight. Now, it makes some fantastic highlights. They have a cream one, the cream illuminator, and then they have a powder one. And those are both beautiful products. So I don't know if this is exactly the same. It looks a lot chunkier than their powder highlight usually is. So let's see if we can make a highlighter out of it. It's kind of pretty. It's kind of a warm highlighter, like a peach or a rose gold, sort of. Yeah, it's definitely highlighting. I mean, look at that. It's pretty extreme. So let's put some of that up here where you would kind of put some kind of shine. And down here, it's very much a warming look. It's you know, it's a warm tone. It's orangey kind of. Let's blend it a little bit and see. I'm going to clean this brush off sort of, and sort of blending. Wow, now I have a lot of blush on. I'm very dark today. And let's sweep some of that highlighter off. Okay, it's kind of illuminating. It's kind of, you know what, I'm starting to not mind it. Especially for the summer. I mean, I don't tan or anything. I don't get any darker. But if you want to look a little bronzy and like you've been in the sun a little bit for the summer, I kind of like this now. Okay, it's growing on me. I guess I hadn't experimented with it enough. Let me just take off a little bit of this highlight. It's a bit intense right through here. I kind of like this. It's just it kind of just wakes up your skin a little bit. It makes you look a little more awake and bronzed and happy, and I've been out in the sun and etc. So we go to Las Vegas, my husband and I, a couple times a year, sometimes several times a year. We love Las Vegas. And it is like the makeup capital for me of the world. They have two ginormous Sephoras just right on the strip, and I love to go and shop at those Sephoras. There's one that is just huge, and it has brands of products in it I have never seen or heard of before. It is just so awesome. So I hope to take my camera and do some filming of my whatever shopping I do on the strip at those giant Sephoras. They're so much fun. We're going to Vegas in August, so it's going to be really hot. But anyway, that's when I'll be filming that video. See you next time. Please subscribe.